Ladies and gentlemen, today is a good day. We are reviewing the Holy Stone HS700 FPV GPS 20-minute runtime 1080p camera. Absolutely fantastic. We'll go over, of course, all the major details. I have already opened it up, but I will show you what is inside the box. We're running 2.4 gigahertz. Again, the HS700. It does come with a camera. It is 1080p. There is no battery inside it, so there's no need to charge the camera. It gets its power from the battery. You hook in the line into the drone, into the side of the camera right there. When the battery is on, the little LED light right there will light up red. With the controller, you are able to capture video and photos right off the controller, being able to tell what you're looking at through FPV, the app on your cell phone. We have brushless motors. It does have altitude hold, which is absolutely key, especially for a drone. Altitude hold means that once the drone goes up, if you're pressing the up control and then you just let go of it, it will actually stay and hover in place. So you literally could take a nap if you wanted to, wake up in 18 minutes, land your drone, bada bing, bada boom. Fantastic feature right there. Brushless motors are great. It flies fast. We will get some footage, of course, from the camera. I will be connecting my GoPro to this. The feature of being able to plug directly into the drone and using your controller for video and photos is only capable with this camera that it comes with. It does have a lens cap. You pull that off, you're ready to go right there. The camera is nice, but of course, the GoPro's HD is better. So if you have a GoPro, it's an added feature. Again, it does take good footage. Don't expect anything great. We will give examples later in the video. Our battery slips in right in the back right here, connects. I did have to put together, there is our dampening mount right there for a little less vibration of the camera. There is no gimbal, but it does hook in there. And when it does fly, you will get a little bit of shake because dampening is a lot different than an actual gimbal. But for the price point, I think it's a great drone. Flies fast, altitude hold, comes with the camera, which is definitely nice. Follow me feature, we'll get into those things. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at what was in the box here. We have an extra pair of props, also known as propellers here. We have the charger, USB right here, so just go ahead and plug that into your computer. That's obviously the slow method, or plug this portion into your cell phone adapter that comes with your cell phone. All of you guys have those for a quick charge. Instruction manual, quick start guide. These are a must in order to know how to pair the drone, get the gyro all set up. You kind of have to twirl it around in weird positions. It's all in the directions here. I won't go too much into that. Phillips screwdriver, another little tool, and a couple different size foam pads for the back of the camera here. This, of course, is our battery. It is a solid 7.4 volt, 2800 milliamp. Very, very nice. Our controller is pretty cool. It takes four AA batteries in the backside right there. And you have your antennas. You do have your cell phone holder right here. I have a Samsung S8 Plus. Fits it horizontally just fine. The antennas are adjustable. They can fold down, flap up in certain directions right there. Take photos, hold it down a little bit longer for video mode, return to home, headless function. It's all in the direction. Very, very nice. Again, does have GPS and it does go 26 to 3,200 feet. So we can fly it out into the country and fly it on back. I did forget to mention that the drone does come with a lithium battery holder, a little foldable Velcro holder to store your batteries in as well. I just have that over at my brother's house, and it also has a little flight journal as well it comes with. what is nice, this camera and drone does come with a nice 8 gig memory card class 10. That's phenomenal, so you don't have to go out and purchase your own. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the app here. And sorry, I'm filming on my GoPro, I'm running out of cameras here. But the FPV is actually very nice, and the camera, I'm not sure if you can see that on my S8 Plus, but it looks fantastic here. It is a tiny bit grainy, obviously different than the GoPro, but you have to understand it's a 1080p camera, but the sensor might not be as big. So just understand that you guys will see the difference in GoPro compared to the 1080p there, as you can see me with my GoPro right there. Anywho, FPV, the app feels like the DJI apps. It's really nice. We have a battery indicator here. We have meters up, meters sideways. We have some setting menus, etc. You can do it in 3D if you have some goggles. It splits it into 2 screens there. That's actually a really cool feature. The point right here, this was, unfortunately, it wasn't really coming up for me too well because I am out in the country. Might work better for you in the city, but kind of my point of interest. It worked, but I just couldn't see where exactly I was doing it on the map, probably because there is no landmarks out here in the country. But overall, that did work nicely. The follow me feature, as that was actually really well. You can only do the follow me feature on the app. You go ahead and hit that right there. And it's really simple. Again, all your different controls are on here. You can control the camera or photos right here, just like the DJI app. This is overall a great drone starting out with. If you want to go ahead and use this, get used to it before you graduate up to a more expensiver DJI type drone. It is nice. They give you 2 sets of props. Again, I did have a couple lands that I landed in the bushes here. So yeah, I just chipped up one of the props there very briefly, but again, 2 sets is very nice. Brushless motors are fantastic. The hold altitude feature is great. If you just let go of the controller, it hovers there. It did fairly well in the wind. It's a little bit breezy out here. It held its own. It drifted a little bit, but overall did a great job. Let's go ahead and talk about a few cons. One that's not that big of a deal once you get used to it is you do have to calibrate the gyro every single time you do power it on, but it's very simple. Once you start, the lights will light up yellow and you just literally hold it like this, walk around in about 3 circles, and then the lights will turn green, and then you flip it upwards vertical like this, walk around a circle in about 3 circles, and then it will light up red and green. That means you're good to go. Instructions say all this, and then you tilt your joysticks down. Motors will spin, and then you use your joysticks to go ahead and launch it. I wish you wouldn't have to do that every single time. Not that big of a deal, but when you want to fly very quickly, if you're trying to catch something, it just takes an extra 30 seconds or so. The next con, unfortunately, is going to be the battery pack here. There is no on and off switch, so if you want to kill all power to it, you actually have to remove the battery pack or leave it ajarred in. Just be careful the battery doesn't fall out if you're walking around the house with it a little bit ajarred. So hopefully generation 2, they will go ahead and put an on and off switch. That is fantastic. Now, something to keep in mind, the instructions do say this. Once you do land, or if you do crash, hit the red button, the lock button here, hold it down for 3 seconds. It will kill the motors in an emergency landing. It did fit a GoPro very nicely, as we did see some of the footage there, which was great. I used a little pad that comes with it. Unfortunately, my GoPro app was having problems connecting it via Wi-Fi, or I could probably control my camera on my GoPro app. FPV is only capable with this camera for that app, but my GoPro app, I should be able to have controls of it, but unfortunately my 3 Plus was having problems connecting via Wi-Fi for some reason, so I wasn't able to test it if I could use the GoPro app with my GoPro camera, kind of like FPV with this camera here. For the price point, you can't expect a high-end gimbal, but if they would raise the price just a little bit and put one on, then the footage would absolutely be fantastic. There is, of course, a little bit dampening here, but it does rock back and forth just a little bit in the wind. It's not as smooth as a gimbal system, but does the trick. Overall, a great drone to start out with. Has a bunch of the same features as the DJI Mavic that I do have, my high-end drone, and it's a good price point to go ahead and get started with. The battery also does take a little bit of time to charge. It's several hours, so you might want to think about that when they do launch another battery. If they're already out now, pick one up, a spare battery as well. But overall, I am happy with the drone. You guys will be as well. If you guys want to read more reviews about it, check out the link again below. I will have this same drone linked up for you guys. You guys over in the UK, look for your link down below as well. If they sell it in the UK, which they should by now, it will be linked for you guys below. You guys in the US, you guys are the top link. I will see you guys on the next review. Hopefully you have enjoyed this and it has informed you whether or not you want to purchase it or read more into it before you do. Hit that thumbs up button if you appreciated the review, and subscribe because every new Holy Stone drone that comes out I will be reviewing. So you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.
Every day and every night, every night. Every day and every night, every night.